Welcome to the first episode of A Natural Garden, a weekly series designed to help local gardeners create, manage, and appreciate the natural world around us. Although we are located in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, we hope our techniques and philosophy can be applied to gardens throughout North America and the world. As we watch our gardens grow throughout the year, we will share with you the wonderful native plants as they grow, the non-native plants worth working on, and the weekly management we do to keep our gardens healthy and diverse. Ninebark is near peak bloom in our gardens now, attracting all sorts of its little pollinators. It is a common native shrub in yards throughout the Twin Cities, with several cultivars including those with dark purple leaves and others with lime green leaves, like this one. They will likely be done flowering by next week, so enjoy it while you can. Penstemons, also known as beard tongue, are some of the first of the summer flowers we get to enjoy in our gardens. This large flowered beard tongue is very impressive, and its pollinators seem to think so too. Other penstemons we are seeing throughout our gardens include this hairy beard tongue, which always seems to collect fuzz along its stem and flowers, and the popular foxglove beard tongue. The golden alexanders are nearing the end of their blooming period, but still give us a lot to look at and appreciate. This spittlebug nymph has found a nice place to make its home. Even though they will be done flowering soon, make sure to leave enough throughout the summer for the black swallowtail caterpillars. Columbine was one of the first plants I learned to appreciate as a child, helping my mom in the garden, and it brings back memories every spring as it blooms. There are many popular cultivars of columbine out there, but here we have the native red columbine. Bradbury's Monarda is blooming now, and the unique blooms are always worth a closer look. Unlike the related and summer-blooming bee balm, Bradbury's Monarda stays quite short and does not spread aggressively. We really love this plant. Another early summer favorite is lanceleaf figwort, or early figwort. Although the individual flowers of this plant may not have the classic beauty of others, take a closer look and you will notice tons of little insects nectaring and pollinating the flowers. If you have a garden or natural area that is mostly shady, now is a great time to remove unwanted species, many of which are present in the spring, like this garlic mustard. Most of the garlic mustard plants we have encountered this week are nearly done blooming, but the seeds have yet to release from the undeveloped seed pods. Oxeye daisy is another unwanted species, and you will mainly find it blooming in sunny, dry conditions. There are many European daisy varieties out there, but if yours is spreading throughout your gardens and even into your lawn, you have oxeye. Now is a great time to pull this plant, making sure to get as much of the roots as you can, especially at this time of year when there is still a chance for seed germination in the newly disturbed soil. But it's not the only way we remove plant material from our gardens. This great Indian plantain has been growing for the last few years along the edge of our patio and will become too large for this space by midsummer. To manage for size without killing the plant, we will pull off the leaves a couple times throughout the spring in order to maintain the desired size. The leaves snap off cleanly at the base as if they were designed to do so. It's also a great time to harvest our native mints before they get too large. June is the time for cutting back. Although it can feel like the wrong thing to do, cutting back rarely kills the plants and can ensure healthy blooms later in the season, especially along the edge where plants can flop over. We are also creating cut stems for stem nesting insects. Learning how each species performs within your gardens throughout the growing season will give you the confidence to make these decisions at the right time of year. In a natural garden, diversity is key, and when a certain species begins to dominate, even a native one, a heavy spring cutback can encourage more species diversity in the future. As always, make sure to remove this material and compost it, as this process is our best way to emulate animal grazing in our gardens. We compost pretty much everything, and it creates a wonderfully rich compost for our vegetable gardens. Compared to the drought we were experiencing at this time last year, our growing season so far this year has been really productive. Over the next few weeks, you will experience incredible change in your natural gardens, so make sure you are taking the time to manage them now. We find our actions during the month of June can have the most impact on the appearance and diversity of the plants throughout the remainder of the growing season, and even into the following years. Make sure you're taking the time to enjoy the fleeting beauty of spring. Here in Minnesota, we wait for it for so long, and sometimes it's gone before we even realize it. Many of the flowers we are enjoying now will be gone in just a couple weeks. The insects in our gardens are really obvious now, and spending time admiring them will help connect you to the natural world. Sometimes you just need to slow down and look a little closer. Next week we will share some of our favorite summer blooming flowers, many of which can bloom throughout the summer and into early fall. We will also talk more about our composting process. Thank you for watching.